What's up, you awesome dudes, and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. We have a fast video today because the wildlife section of this website was updated a little bit a couple of hours ago, and on top of what we already saw in the previous video, there is now a new gallery section containing quite a few awesome screenshots of some of the wildlife in Red Dead Redemption 2. So pretty awesome stuff. I'm going to start off right about now with the first one, which is of course of this lizard in the desert area. You can see the nice details on it, and this is actually a small creature, yet it still retains a very high graphical or resolution on it. The textures themselves definitely look very good, and what impresses me the most is that for a creature so small, it still contains all of that nice detail and crispiness into it. So no pun intended, by the way. I'm not talking about food here, I'm just talking about the textures themselves, but I do have to give props to Rockstar Games for having this beautiful model in the game. If you look on the ground, for example, in contrast to that, you will see that the textures over there are not as detailed, and it kind of makes sense because this is a small creature and this was probably taken very close to the ground level itself, but it still has a nice amount of detail on it. But yeah, as I've said, this was taken in the desert area, and you can see probably the canyon and the mountain range somewhere in the background itself. Not sure if photo mode was used in this one, because it definitely has a depth of field effect into it, but you know, we'll kind of have to wait and see. Probably the Rockstar editor, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be in the game itself, but pretty nice nonetheless. Moving over to the buffalo, there is a herd over here. Nonetheless, do pay attention to those very detailed fur textures, and the fur itself definitely looks very realistic on this specific model. There is a ton of detail and vividness into all of this, and of course you can see a bunch of them in the background as well, though they are blurred because there's the depth of field effect onto it. They have different colors as well and their own particularities. I think this is a female specimen, but what I do want to mention is the fact that, as it was said in this very article, some of the wildlife walks in as herds, so buffaloes make no difference. Of course, we also have the deer who walk into herds as well. We also have wolves who hunt as packs, so very advanced animal behavior, much more advanced than any other game I've seen so far. Moving on, we have some birds of prey, a couple, well, not really a couple, almost a handful of vultures devouring a carcass. I believe this is some kind of deer, but I might be wrong. It's really hard to see, but we know that there is creature and bodily decomposition in the game, leaving your game or whatever yield you have in the wild for too long will eventually make it start decomposing. In turn, this will also attract scavengers, so not only these birds of prey but also wolves as well. You're probably not going to want to deal with that, and this is just the animal, by the way. I'm pretty sure this happens with humans as well. I'm pretty curious to see how that works out, but this is all there is to it. So very nice and grim detail. Later on, we have another scene from the forest, and you can see, I think that is Morgan, though I cannot zoom right now into the picture itself, but I'm pretty sure this is Morgan, just with a lot of beard on his face, and he's actively hunting this majestic deer. So he's using a shotgun or a rifle from the looks of it, and it might not be the best option depending on what type of ammo he's using, but yes, this animal has absolutely no clue what's about to happen. So again, very nice stuff. And then we finally have another close-up of a fox. I don't think we have seen this one so far, but it was kind of expected because there are mountain ranges in here. There's a snowy area. Do pay attention to those snow textures. You can almost see them as being realistic, like seriously say. If I hadn't known better, if I didn't look more carefully or didn't know where the screenshot came from, I could have sworn this is almost realistic. So yeah, again, the fur details are on point, and Rockstar Games definitely made a very good job at doing this, and I like what I'm seeing so far. Maybe a little bit in the face region kinda gives it away, but everything else I could have sworn this could be a realistic screenshot. So moving over, we have a moose, I believe, just eating a little bit of grass down by the river, and you can see another one in the background as well. Really hard to see, but he's there as well. And you can look at this majestic creature with its horns, very big. Also the fur textures look very nice, and there's this nice little bird on top of it, on his back over there. Not sure if you can see it properly, but it's pretty cool. I'm not sure what it's doing over there, but it's just, you know, minding its own business, not doing much, just chilling on the poor moose. And other than that, you can see the forests in the background, but all of it's kind of blurred and hard to make out. And this is basically it with the gallery. These are all the screenshots that have been posted, and yeah, they look pretty freaking awesome. And these are just some of the species that will be in the final game, and I cannot wait to play it. And yeah, pretty much this is all the info that I have. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. So peace out.